Audio check, audio check. I'm gonna explain what happened in a second. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Okay, just making sure this is working all right. I don't have to explain. Just posting the new link out. Okay. Alright.
You're right. I know you're right. Sean has been busy.
So, I'll read this. An audio fragment sent from an unknown location to our encrypted servers. Nothing was stolen, nothing corrupted, just a quick deposit and gone. We got lucky this time. So what is it? A cryptic sound file, voice unknown, with a signal beneath it. The signal was a code. Led us to a precise spot here in New England. We dug, and good lord, we struck gold. Well, silver, dominant currency in the Dark Ages. Point is, it was a gravesite, a Norse warrior, dating to the late 9th century, early 10th century AD. A few centuries before the earliest known settlements. This is big news if we have it right. Questions remain. How did these bones get here, and why?
That's quite nice. Soothing.
Agreed. We'll do the laptop last.
I went through hell to bring you here. It had better be worth it. Be nice to sleep in a real bed when this is over. Let's have a look.
Okay, mailbox. Thanks for clearing that up. Such a profound detail. I'm sure I'll sleep soundly now. I don't have COVID, no. And I'm well isolated. It's just the three of us traveling together, staying out of sight. Oh my gosh, a COVID reference. Interesting. I don't like the sound of any of this, Layla, and I don't like this just leading. Not using phones. It's not the right way to ease my mind. You have my number. I suggest you call it. And no, I won't say hello to our parents for you, because doing so much would bury me in questions I cannot answer. And to tell Father that you no longer work for Abstergo would break his heart. That's all he ever talks about, how his daughter's on the cutting edge of neuroscience. The man doesn't understand the first thing about what you do or did, and he's still proud. I will not be the one to disappoint him. Is it COVID? Is that why you're being cagey? Something else? Call him. Call me and stop this insane game of hide and seek. I just want to know that you're safe. Rammy, forgive the short email. I wanted to call, but I'm not using phones right now. My time is limited. I'm still recovering from my trip. Things got out of hand and nothing went as expected. People got hurt, and I was told it was for research, and it was, but not for A*****. The truth is, I haven't worked for them in a few years. It's a long story, but I won't bother you with the details. But it wasn't for me. Leave it at that. The group I'm with now, I can't explain, not over email, but they've shown me things, given me opportunities, and opened my eyes to a broader view, but not without cost. In fact, I effed up last year. Bad, more than once, and I need to make it right. I know all this sounds cryptic, it is, but I'm not in danger, not in the way you might think. If I'm being vague, it's because I need to be. I don't want any data sniffers picking up on keywords that might raise alarms. Do I sound paranoid? A little. Here's the point. Don't worry about me. I'm with a couple people I trust now. They've been at this a lot longer than I have, and they're going to see me through this, I promise. At this time next year, things will be better. The skies will be clear, the earthquakes will stop, and we'll celebrate Ramadan together. It'll be just like the 90s all over again. Tell Mama and Baba I miss them, and that I'm doing fine. Your sis, L. You have a gift and a curse, the gift of old blood, the curse of not understanding it. We can help you if you help us. What you did is not your fault, but you must take responsibility for it, otherwise nothing gets done. One of us will contact you. If you miss us, you miss your chance. Who the F is this? L. Would your favorite basketball team happen to be the Atlantis Eagles? Okay. Files. Layla, as you trapeze about England, Bex and I thought you might want to keep your eyes open. Assassin bureaus, or the hidden ones, or more accurately, they're operated in Roman Britain between the years 100 and 430 CE. It's not clear why they left, but the final date corresponds roughly to the Roman exodus from Britain, so I imagine their leaving had something to do with the Empire's retreat. Mission accomplished or a loss of faith? Not sure, but we do know that it has several hundred years before the hidden ones returned the island. It may be Bassam and Hytham are the first in a half a century. From our own archives, I believe there were 6 main bureaus operating in the Roman period. Worcestershire, London, Worcestershire, Essex, Gloucestershire, blah, blah, blah. Those won't be Saxon names, so you have to read between the lines. Animus anomalies. Beck notices about 10 embedded in the simulation. They're dense clusters of data that may screw with your ability to navigate Ivor's memories. Approach with caution. We don't know what they'll do if you get too close. They may be harmless. They may induce occipital shock or wipe your mind. Hard to say. Best to err on the side of hell no. But if you're curious, well, I warned you. Pieces of Eden. We don't know if any Isu artifacts you should be looking for specifically, but they're out there, and this was a period where they often cropped up in legend. Norse and Saxon songs and tales speak of them often, so keep your eyes peeled, especially around Stonehenge. How could that not be an Isu site? Session report. The transformation of the Order of Ancients into the Templars were known as today, as they have always been a subject of considerable debate among our ranks. We have operated with the assumption that Templars themselves had to hold some or complete knowledge of this evolution, but at present no concrete historical evidence has ever made it into our hands. What little data we do have is mostly a matter of public record, with some exceptions. It is commonly understood that the origin of the Knights Templar dates back to 1119 CE, and is indeed was the appearance of the public face of the Templars. However, our records attest to the existence of Templars at least 2 centuries before, and this badly damaged document an assassin contract from Normandy in the mid-11th century. Okay, that's just all about the Templars. That's just too much.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Layla, thought you might be interested in this. Conversations that Bex and I had with Desmond back in 2012. December, I think. Just candid talks, that's all. We didn't square any circles or write any beat poetry. But he did have some interesting insights into his time in the Animus and what it means to be an assassin. Anyway, have a listen. You might find you and he had similar experiences, so, well, let me know what you think. Unless it's to tell me I sound like a total brat in these recordings. If that's the case, just say nothing. I mean, I did have a slight cold at the time I recorded these. That's probably why I sound odd. Anyway, okay, I'm done anyway, so turn off. Turn off. Oh, it's actually just a button. Sorry, here we go.
Okay, so Desmond was the guy we played as in Origins, the Egyptian game.
No, come on, Sean. Turn that thing off. Oh, hold on. I like what you said there. I want to get this for posterity. Say it again.
Nice and loud.
Seriously?
Sure, come on. If nothing else, it'll give me leverage with your old man.
Ah, that's your angle. Nice. What I said was, I wish I hadn't been born into the Assassins. I wish I had chosen this life. Is that good enough?
Sure, but why is that?
Because choice is the central idea of our creed. It underpins everything, right? It's about free will. It's about seeing the evidence before you and saying, yes, this is what I want. Or, no, this isn't for me. But when you're born into a group like this, or any other, like I was, you get mixed signals. You get told over and over again, this is what we believe. These are the rules. This is reality. No deviation. And if you question it, oh, they look at you like you killed a puppy. That's hardly free will. It's a weird irony when free will is your central belief, but nobody wants you to believe otherwise. I don't know how to say it exactly, but I always thought there was something self-destructive about our creed. If free will is the most important moral guidepost we have, we should be free to ignore it. To choose submission, for example. You know what I mean? Like, we should be free to side with the Templars. If it's really my choice, I could do that.
Right. It's almost self-refuting. A democracy could democratically elect a dictator or choose to get rid of democracy altogether. Within our creed is the seed of its own destruction. That's what makes it powerful, I think. And fragile.
Right. The more freedom you have, the more risky it is, you know? Anyway, my dad has mellowed over the years, but he was strict when we lived on the farm. He ran a tight ship. I never got the impression that I was free to choose my path forward. Our creed, our tenets, they were drilled into my head. By the time I was a teenager, I was following these rules out of a sense of duty. This was just what we did.
That happens to a lot of organizations over time. The stagnation sets in, you know? The fundamentalism.
Yeah. Following the rules becomes more important than achieving whatever goal you set out for yourself. And people start to lose sight of the reason the rules exist.
That's called deontology, or a form of it. Following a rule for its own sake, and not for the consequences it has.
Yeah, but that feels backwards, doesn't it?
Well, I think so. Following a rule is the easy part. Praying, taking a sip of wine, lunching on a wafer. Rituals that give comfort.
But that's just going through the motions. It makes people feel like they're doing something. When the hard work is, well, actually getting off your ass and doing something productive. I think people just want boundaries. Tight boundaries. They want to see the four walls that pen them in.
I don't disagree.
Anything outside that, anything that makes life more complex, that's scary. That's why I envy you. You chose this life. You went through that process, and you decided, yes, I believe in this.
Sure. It didn't stop me from being an insufferable know-it-all as a teenager, but I see your point.
I would have loved to have been a know-it-all. I knew nothing. Not until you guys found me. Yeah. It wasn't until I met you, Bex, and Lucy that I knew. I knew I wanted to be an assassin.
Oh, thanks, Des. Come here. Bring it in, bud. I don't normally like touching, but I'll make an exception now.
I am not hugging you.
You sure? Because I smell very nice today.
Can't you just turn that off?
Okay, that was incredibly long, so we're only gonna listen to we listen to one. That's good enough. Hisu messengers. Okay. This is just a lot. That's a lot of information. Okay, Staff of Eden. Staff of Hermes. The staff is one of the many each whose stay is known to us. The first and foremost, a medical device with the ability to heal, repair, restore, and rejuvenate organic tissues with unprecedented swiftness. It's known to extend the life of its bearers well beyond the average and Isu lifespans, and presumed to have the ability to resuscitate living creatures in critical or suspended states. It has not been verified if the staff has the ability to resurrect the dead, but it seems unlikely based on its known features. It appears to work by reading and copying its bearer's DNA to ensure a perfect replication on a broad scale. It's able to detect erroneous copies and deploy repairs as long as the bearer remains within direct contact. It has been used as a weapon infrequently, possibly by taking advantage of the tremendous power it draws from the Isu wireless energy lattice. The staff is acted as a conduit or container for a personality of a Isu called Alethea, and it's not known Athea's consciousness or simulation of the original, though the most neuroscientists would call this a distinction without a difference. As early as 2019, the entity known as Athea has made no further attempts to contact me. As yet, my purpose as their so-called heir of memories, as Athea has dubbed me, remains unclear. Known bearers: Hermes, Pythagoras, Cassandra. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, Cassandra's from Origins. Assassin's Creed Origins. Okay, that's cool. My stuff. Pictures. Nice. And secure share. What's in my trash? File corrupted. Okay, so she got someone killed. I guess that's a part of the incident. Okay. So, we did the laptop. All that. We'll talk to her.
Feeling okay?
Better. But I'm worried that it could happen again. The 2 data streams.
I can't promise it won't. I barely understand it myself.
It felt like 2 minds. Fighting over one brain. It hurt like a shotgun to the head.
Right. There's something about this Viking's DNA sample that feels dense, noisy.
Could it be the staff? Interfering somehow?
How do you mean?
My headaches, my temper. They started the day I got that thing.
I hope you're not making excuses for, you know, your friend.
Jesus, no. I'm not.
Sorry. Just take it easy. And if you feel yourself slipping again, let us know.
I'm trying. I really am.
Okay, so I guess she got like someone killed or something. Alright, I'm gonna look around outside real quick before I hop back in the Animus. What the?
Another satellite. Damn.
Well, now I obviously have to go and check that out. If I can. Hold on. Check the mail.
It's got mail. An invitation to a fair in Concord. Bring your best crop and you may win a prize.
Oh, you saw that, Eliza? Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can go far enough to see.
Can't run away from this.
No. Okay. It's not letting me. Could I climb? What? Okay. Yeah, okay, I gotta stop. It's glitching. Alright, we're just gonna look at the grave real quick and see if we see anything. Yeah, check the mail and then the meteor. I know, that was weird.
Probably bought this in a coffee shop somewhere in Concord.
Oh my gosh, Adorian, you missed so much. So she's out of the Animus, and a freaking meteor came down. This girl, I guess, killed one of her friends on accident. And now, right now I'm just looking for the grave of, Ivor. Alright, anything new over here?
back into town, then use this.
Can't blame you.
Some quality stuff here.
Just want to make sure I get everything before I go back into the Animus. Okay. We'll load back into the game, and then I'm gonna call it a night.
All right, time to go. Norway to England takes about a week by long ship, so I'll scrub ahead. Layla, you okay?
Sorry. Can you play the message again?
We have the transcript if you're looking for something. I can go
No,
and...
I want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just... that message led us here. To this place. To a Norse grave in North America. So those bones out there are the only lead we have. Our only chance at fixing this planet before it's too late.
Here it is.
I lived, I died, and now I sleep. And in my sleep I dream. And in my dreams I see an end to the doom that will grip the earth once again. Find the wolf-kissed. Find the mad one. Find me. And save us all from another death.
Unsettling, that is.
That pulse in the message. Are you sure it's just coordinates? Nothing else?
Nothing I can find.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go.
That's really interesting. We're back as ever. She do be rolling.
There she is. England, our new home.
Lots of patch on Norway, but we'll make this land our own soon enough.
That's so pretty.
Any land at all. I will be happy to have my feet on solid ground again.
We must not rush our landing. All you see here is Saxon territory. The Kingdom of Mercia, largely unpacified. There will be eyes watching us from the trees, with bows drawn and traps set. We must be wary. Randi, dig in your oars! All standing!
Have you spotted something?
Not yet. But let us go ahead to clear the path of any dangers. Then follow our lead when the sun brushes the horizon.
Understood! May Thor bless you all on your way! We will see you soon!
Sail on!
Yes! I'm ready for whatever these green-thumbed fairy folk have to throw at us.
I know, this looks so pretty.
The sons of Ragnar know that we're coming.
They do not. But They will not scoff at our visit. Of the 4 kingdoms in England, the sons of Ragnar have settled only one. The rest is ripe for the taking.
Do we mean to join their army?
No, no. We will speak with them, get the lay of the land, and carve this country into as many pieces as we see fit.
Look ahead there! Is that what passes for a town? Plain brick in a single rune to their timid god?
That rune is called a root, Doug. The cross upon which their god was sacrificed. It sits atop a monastery, a place of worship.
That cross killed their Christ, and now they display it in worship? Bizarre.
We carve idols of our gods and make wishes before them. Like our sacrifices to Odin the One-Eyed.
But we do not worship the wolf that kills him. That is the difference.
Whatever strangeness we see in these Saxons, they must think the same of us.
The hammer! Now there is a symbol worthy of a god. A bolt of lightning would take that cross clean off. Look there! What are they doing?
Ritual drowning.
Baptism, Dad. Are the ways of Christians really so unfamiliar to you?
Not at all. I simply forgot. Someone has to keep the conversation up. It must be priests and worshippers alone in that place. We can storm this port with ease. Sack it without breaking a sweat.
Is there much in the way of treasure there?
Always! They shape precious metals and cut jewels to their gods. There will be a fortune there.
Later, Dad. There will be time enough for raiding once we have settled. Stop the boats. Pull up over there. Way forward is blocked by a chain spanning the river. We must remove it before passing on.
A chain? Can we cut through it?
It's too thick for access. But there must be a way to release it somewhere in that camp.
I'll go.
And I will be right behind you.
No, Dad. You stay here. Should trouble come our way, I want you defending the ship.
A good idea. Send out the arrow and keep your sharpest axe at hand, huh?
Something like that.
Okay. I just want to get to a point where I could synchronize.
I should be cautious around here.
Eyes open, just in case.
It appears. I might be able to shoot it.
No, yeah, there we go. Go up, go up. You said shoot it? Okay. I had to be closer, okay.
The path is clear.
Hey boy, back to the boat! We should be close now, barring any more surprises.
Loot, loot.
I say we go back, Sigurd. Give those dogs a good knock around and take whatever treasures they have. Easy pickings.
Not today, Dad. We press on until we reach our goal. We cannot afford another surprise. Now be on your guard. It should not be far.
Gods, I'm ravenous. I hope they have food and ale on hand when we arrive. You should have sent word ahead of us, Sigurd.
She really is.
Spit.
She's so badass.
And Eva Ragnarsson are lacking food in England, and all of us will starve. Have no worry.
Ah, I can see it now. A suckling pig, tender and juicy. And ale as gold as the treasures that we failed to steal back there.
A man of simple pleasures, aren't you, Dag?
Happier for it. For my part, I look forward to standing in the footsteps of the giants that built this land.
What giants?
The great Romans and their empire. Giants of a forgotten age. They held dominion here long ago, and their ruins dot the landscape. Every brick and stone tells a story of conquest and glory. And now, they are rubble and ash.
Remade. We will rebuild their empire brick by brick, and ours will not crumble to dust.
All things end, Dodd. The ruins are not a warning. They are a testament. Look there, just ahead, where the sons of Ragnar make their camp.
At last, to find our feet on steady ground.
Sigurd, hold back. Something isn't right.
Good eye. There's too little movement for an army. Only tents and a few men.
Not the army we hope to find?
No. Let us get a closer look.
Those are not Norsemen. They're too ragged and soiled.
We should proceed on foot, lest they spot the boats.
Dag and I will go together.
We all go. If they are friends, I wish to meet them as they are. And if they are foes, then we fight them all, together.
This is so pretty.
Who are these men?
They speak with twisted accents. English, no doubt.
Dag, Eivor! On me!
So many cutscenes.
Oi, what's this? A mess of filthy Danes befouling our riverways? You there? Give us your name.
I am Sigurd Jarl of Fornberg. And you are...
Men who do not take kindly to Dane invaders creeping into our camp. You'd best move along, pagan. Spare yourselves a slaughter.
You threaten Norsemen with a play of swords and expect us to cower?
I have been 8 days at sea without a drop of blood to wet my axe. So spare the chatter, buckrouts, and draw your weapon.
Hmm?
Finish them!
Kill these evil bastards!
You have to be wished for a death.
What? Oh my gosh, I don't have any food. I don't have any food. Okay, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm dying, I'm dying. Is there any food around here? If I'm out of sight, do I heal? No. Oh my gosh, that's how it was in the other game. Oh, food, food, food. Great, 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 great. Nice. Okay, I'm ready to fight again.
You'll wish you'd never been born.
Too late.
Die, you! Shouldn't have come here. Back. Make me angry. You're my dogs.
They are strong.
Have a look around, all of you. I want no more surprises.
Right. I will check the longhouse.
Okay.
Wait. Who are you? Are you with those brigands as well?
Sigurd, Dag, in here. Those men had prisoners.
You there! Untie us! Let us walk and we will not hurt you!
Quite bold in those bindings. I like your spirit.
We are very agreeable people, I promise. You need not kill us.
Peace, friend. We have no need or wish to hurt you. What are your names?
Yenli. I'm a merchant, not a bandit like those others. And this is Rowan.
Rowan, that's right. I'm a stable hand, that's all. I keep horses and, well, I did, till those brigands sold them off.
They meant to sell us next, as slaves to the nearest bidder. But I ripped their eyes out before I let that happen.
And how did you find yourselves here?
We came to trade with the Sons of Ragnar, at Halfdan Jarl's asking. But they were gone when we arrived.
Unbind them. You know the Sons of Ragnar?
Aye. Sold many a mare and stallion to the brothers. Good men. Always paid me fair.
From the look of this camp, they've been gone for some time. Where will you go now? What will you do?
Rebuild my stocks, start anew. I have friends and allies across the land to aid me, but it won't be easy.
Every town and village needs a stable to keep horses fit and trim. I'll find my footing again, somewhere.
What are you thinking?
We could use their skills as we get settled. Having access to trade and someone to tend our mounts would be a boon.
My thoughts as well. Any friend of the Ragnarsons is a friend of mine. Right, Dag?
Whatever you think is best, Sigurd.
Janli, Rowan, I am Sigurd Jarl of Thornberg, son of Styrbjörn. This is Eivor and Dag. Both of you are free to go, but more than welcome to stay if you're willing to pull your weight.
We'd be happy to, if only to get back on our feet.
Then let it be done. The Raven clan welcomes you. From strangers into friends, into family. The others have arrived. Come.
I have a good feeling about this place.
Honored family, friends, welcome to your new home.
Oh my gosh, another cutscene.
Fine work. A longhouse to rival any I've seen. Now come. Randvi has found something I would like you to see.
Eivor, Sigurd, I give you England and its 4 kingdoms. Mercia, East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex. From the few plans and maps I discovered here, I believe the Sons of Ragnar have pushed further into Mercia, here. My scouts will soon tell me if I am correct.
Where are we?
Here, in this unnamed copse of trees.
Unnamed? We cannot let that stand. What will we call this place?
I might have an idea. Ravensthorpe, the village of ravens.
I like it. Poet in you sings once again. One day this name will be known throughout all of England.
A name is only a beginning. If we want renown, we must build, expand.
Agreed. We should begin with a forge. Can you help Gunnar get working again?
We'll need cargo, supplies.
For that our neighbors will provide, whether they wish to or not.
Scarcely arrived, and now we must raid.
We cannot master this land merely by asking.
I'll go and speak with Gunnar now.
Good work.
Nice.
And what else have you found?
Short notes, mostly. Scraps of plans, old letters, a few runestone messages. It took some time to decipher the mess and piece it all back together.
Alright. Thank you everyone who joined in and watched. I had a ton of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Alright, bye.